Hello and welcome to Carlton Town TV. I'm Dean Wykes and I'm here today with Chairman Mick Garton. I thought it'd be appropriate to do our latest interview in the iconic Dragon, where we'll be back here on Sunday the 22nd of September. Do you want to give an overview of why we're here?
Well, on the 22nd of September it's DJ event number 3. As you know, Dean, during the summer in particular, running right up to probably October time, we've got very little income at the football club. And we have to think outside the box a little bit in terms of bringing money in to pay the bills, etc. So we came up with this idea to do DJ sets here. Myself, Alan Murphy, Josh Hodson, and we've got a Motown Gary here, a Motown DJ. Last time it went down really well, and we've raised some really good money. We packed the place out. We take donations. We do a bit of a raffle draw. And we've got event number 3 on Sunday the 22nd of September, again hoping for a good turnout. I've already launched a bit of a raffle and sales for that are going particularly well, and we should have a really good afternoon. I think it's going to be a similar DJ setup. I think the only change may be that we may finish with the Soul and Motown DJ last up, and I think I'm going to go on a little bit earlier because I don't think it's a good idea for me to go on late. I struggled a little bit last time with my eyesight. Yeah, I think I'm going to go on a little bit earlier. So looking forward to it, mate. So hopefully the Carlton Town faithful get a few players down here as well. I know Borley's going to be here, and hopefully some of the management, and should have a cracking afternoon and sets us up nicely for the final one, which hopefully we can try and fit one more in at the end of the year and do a Christmas set as well, do a Christmas one. So looking forward to that as well.
Looking forward to it. So let's talk about the start of the season. Obviously we're a month in now. Last Saturday you came from 2 behind to beat Frickley 3-2. What's your overall view on it?
The ironical thing is that Frickley was the game where I think last season we lost 6-0 at Frickley. That was the game where I can remember being in Dublin. I was away, and I think I've told you this story before, but I got the call from Roger Smith while I was in Dublin, and I sort of caught back up with him later on, and I think that was the moment he realised that things were sort of going to plan, as it were, and we perhaps needed to have a think about making a change somewhere down the line. And it's ironic, it was a Frickley game. I spoke to Tommy last week, and Tommy, although they'd not had a great start to the season, Tommy thought this would be our hardest game, and when we obviously went 2-0 down, you're fearing the worst, but to come back and win 3-2 just shows the attitude and the mental application of the lads, because that certainly wouldn't have happened last season. To come back from 2-0 down, the game would have been over. So credit to the management team and credit to the players. That was a fantastic result last Saturday.
Hopefully we can keep it going. 4 out of 4. Obviously it didn't start too well at the start of the season with the FA Cup, having lost and being out so early in that. You're disappointed with that result?
I was gutted. I'm not going to lie. I was gutted. I took it well on the day, in the sense that I was polite and courteous to the winners, but yeah, I mean, obviously from a financial point of view, it's no secret that chairman looked to those early cup games to get a couple of wins, to get a little bit of money in the bank, to buy you a little bit of time and give you a bit of leeway with the budget. And obviously, given the positive pre-season we'd had with all the wins and the way things were going, we thought we'd probably got a good chance of winning that game. Unfortunately, on the day, Jack had one of his few off days. He doesn't have many. He's an outstanding keeper, but I'm not being harsh when I say it wasn't his greatest performance. He's won as many games, but he had a bad day. And I think we had the incident where one of their players looked to have got badly injured, and there was a long delay, and they scored straight after the start of that, which obviously made things a lot more difficult. Mark Harvey will say, because he wasn't there on the day, although Tommy did sort of end up playing about 9 up front and trying to get it back, and we did nearly pull it back, to be fair. We got 3-2, and I think right at the end Toby Moore had a sort of chance at the far post that he just couldn't convert. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, it was from a financial point of view, and the fact that we would have got Grantham in the next round as well at home would have been a money spinner for us, and another fantastic local derby. But hey ho, that's football, and we travelled back and we started on the league, so you just got to take it on the chin.
Yeah, well, like I said, 4 out of 4. Compared to last season's results, I think we've had as many wins this year as last year, and
really, is that?
Yeah, it's not far off. Do you keep pinching yourself and believing it's true?
I didn't expect that we'd win 4 out of 4. Am I surprised we've had a good start with the management team we've got in? No, not really, to be honest. I know what you're capable of. Nothing surprises me, having worked with Tommy before. Obviously, the first time I worked with Mark, but they do seem to complement each other. And at the end of the day, I'm not pinching myself in the sense that I know, we could lose the next game and we could lose the one after that. I'm not under no illusions that we're going to run away with the league or anything like that. But yeah, of course, you want to be challenging at the right end of the table. And if you have a good start to the season, you've got every chance. Because when you do lose a couple of games, you're only, sort of still in the you're still in the top 5 or 6. So it'd be nice if we can make it 5 on Saturday without a shadow of doubt. But no, I'm not going to lie and say I expected to win the first 4 out of 4. But am I surprised? Not totally with those 2 guys in charge. And I've got I'm getting good feedback about Paul as well, the coaching. The new coach that they brought in, the new, obviously from Colville. I'm hearing very good things about him as well. So
it's fantastic. Long may it continue. Off the pitch, we've got pretty much all the players are sponsored. We've got a new vice chairman in Barry, and season ticket sales have pushed the gates over 100 the first couple of games, which is more than last year. Is it going as well off the pitch as it is on the pitch?
You rightly say. Some clubs will laugh at this because I always say you've got the likes of Ilkeston that are getting gates of 500 or 600. So when we sort of smile and say we're getting gates over 100, there'll be some people who think, what's he on? Yeah. But when our gates last season were between 70 and 80, for us to go from 10 season ticket holders to 30 is in effect a massive increase. By my maths, that's about 200%. Yeah. And the gates, as you rightly say, the gates for the first 2 games have been over 100 as well. So, and the player sponsorship, I think, will be full up this week. I understand the under-17s have come to the party and they're going to sponsor the last 2 players. So I think there'll be news of that later today. And as for Barry, the guy's top drawer. I mean, we were looking for a vice chairman. I obviously got on really well with Paul, but he couldn't get to games pretty much at all last season, which was obviously a disadvantage. But Barry's come in, and the guy's top drawer. I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with him in the first few weeks. We're singing from the same hymn sheet. We get on really well. We speak on the phone during the week as well, and if there's any issues, we go over it. And it's just nice to have somebody. It's no secret I can't get there for every game, and Barry pretty much can. I know it. The management and the rest of the committee do appreciate it if there's a senior person there, just in case anything comes up. And obviously, if I'm not there and Paul wasn't there, it obviously left a little bit of a vacuum. Well, Barry's filled that vacuum brilliantly, and he's done my job, so he knows my job inside out as well. So the fact is that, it's just a fantastic appointment and fantastic family, nice people to work with, and long may it continue, Dean.
Yes, did an interview with him a few weeks ago, as you've probably seen.
Saw that, yeah.
Fantastic there, and see the desire he has to work with the club.
Probably be nice to catch up with him at some point as well, just to see how he's feeling. But he seems to be enjoying it from what I can take from conversations I've had. It's nice to see him doing a programme article as well and getting really involved.
Yeah, every week you can see that in the programme. On to the big local derby at the weekend, Worksop. MSR News Group, your company, are sponsoring the game. Are you particularly interested in that game because it's a local derby?
Absolutely. You go on about matches, but they do have the sparkle. I mentioned to you earlier on about the Grantham game, the fact that we didn't get the Grantham game, and as much as we lost out on the financial side of it with we're losing the Barton game, the fact that we would have played Grantham, there would have been about a couple of hundred there. Hopefully there'll be decent numbers for the Worksop game, and I don't think we've ever played Worksop in the league. I'm sure somebody will probably correct me. I know they knocked us out of the FA Cup last season, but I don't think we've ever played them in the league, and so it's a pretty historic game, to be quite honest with you. It's one I'm really looking forward to. They're going to be up for it. They're going to be wanting to knock us off our little run. I know Tommy thrives on these kind of games. I'm sure Mark does as well. And hopefully it'll be a good atmosphere and, like I say, a decent crowd. And I've invited 2 or 3 friends down, so I thought it'd be nice if I could do the match ball for this one and just invite a couple of a couple of friends who've perhaps not been down for a while, and hopefully stimulate their interest in the club again as well. So really looking forward to Saturday, definitely.
So we get the gates that we really want. Finally, there's a Newcastle Rock beer that's coming on sale in the clubhouse this weekend, Solero. What are your thoughts on that?
But it sounds like an ice cream, doesn't it?
It does. I think it is. I don't know if I said it right.
Yeah, probably not. I'm
Solero.
not sure myself. Yeah, I saw that and spoke to our dear friend Murray Hayes just to get his take on it, and he raves about it. Said it's cracking beer. So yeah, look, we try and do things with our sponsors. Castle Rock are really important to us. We're hoping to do the kit launch with Lindley's as well in the coming weeks. So Castle Rock in the past we've done similar things, and this I'm told's a really nice beer with a fruit aroma. So I might even try one myself, even though I'm not a particular real ale drinker. I do go to the beer festival, but I'm more a cider man, as you know. But yeah, we're going to launch that, and there'll be different things during the season where we perhaps look at having a DJ for a game, and perhaps get the Motown guy down for a game, 1 or 2 different beers, and just 1 or 2 things just to get people interested, and you know, something different. We just something I know the supporters they're keen on. So and Castle Rock obviously is an important sponsor to us, so we want to work with them, and I think we ran out of their beer last weekend, so yeah, that's one of the first things I got told I got to deal with on Monday morning. So I've placed that to order, and we'll be fully stocked up.
Lovely. Hopefully that goes well as well. Thanks for joining us as ever, and hopefully I'll speak to you again soon.
And we'll have a pint for Gaz B, shall we now?
Yeah, for Gaz B. This one's paid by.
Cheers.